now that I'm going to start handling a gun, I'd like to safety check it really quick with you guys, just so you guys know that I am being safe with firearms. Safety is key with firearms, and we'll get into that in a little bit. That's why I have the light on the gun right now. As you can see, the gun is in cocked and locked position, so you know it's safe. There's no magazine in the firearm. You can go ahead and pull it off safety, and pull the slide back. You can see inside there is no round. So you know this gun is safe. Pull the trigger, we're clear. So let's talk about this gun a little bit. This is my Springfield TRP, which I purchased recently. Well, I shouldn't say recently. I've had it about a year now. Put a couple thousand rounds through it. I'm very happy with it. But recently I did purchase this new weapon light for the gun. I bought the gun with a light rail, thinking I might like to put a light on it someday. I didn't own a light, but more often than not, you're going to be in a dark situation when you need your firearm. You're either going to be at home, you're going to be in a dark parking lot. People like to use the element of surprise. Oftentimes, surprise comes with the cover of darkness. So this Surefire X300 Ultra light puts out 500 lumens of light. How much light is that? That is a ton of light. I can see this light over 100 yards away. I kid you not. Sounds like I'm blowing smoke, but this light is just absolutely phenomenal. If I were to turn this light on right now, I would overwhelm the camera. I mean, the camera just can't even hardly keep up with it. I've been very happy with this light. So, real quick, how does this light work? Well, there's two different ways you can do it. You can use the selector switch. You can push down for constant on. What's also cool is you can push up for constant on. Let's say you don't want it to be constant on. You just want to check something. You just push in directly. You get momentary on. That's a pretty nice feature because sometimes you just need to check something real quick, and then move on. You don't want to destroy your night vision, and you don't want to necessarily give your position away as you're moving. The other cool thing is that this light is ambidextrous. So if you're left-handed, you have the same features on that side. So this light is incredibly bright. It's a little tight to get on and off the gun, I will admit. But it's not too bad. Something about this light is I did drop this gun and light onto a concrete floor. You may be able to see right here, there is a nick in the light. That was about a 4-foot drop I did. It was unfortunate, but you know, things happen. The gun was it was not loaded when it happened. I was actually cleaning it. It was just the frame that I dropped. I did not drop the fully assembled gun. And when I picked the gun back up, I noticed the light had become loose. And I was pretty frustrated at that. You spend, $250, $300 on a light, and you want it to be very robust. Now, I can't explain why the light got loose. I mean, I know why. I figured out that these two rails had spread apart slightly. You can see that I put some tape in there to add just a little thickness. And once that tape's in there, it snugged right back up. But after I dropped it, it was loose. Now, I will emphasize it did not come off the gun. It still functions. It still functions, as you can see, but it did not turn off. It did not, come off the gun. If you had dropped this in a real situation when you needed it, it would still be on your gun. It would still function. I was frustrated that it became loose. I'm going to call Surefire on that and ask them what can be done in the future to prevent that. But I was very happy to see that it was still performing after falling onto a concrete surface from 4 feet. So that was a good test. I have several Surefire lights, and I'll introduce them in some other videos and maybe even do some comparisons between my other lights and this gun light. From what I can tell, I have the Surefire Fury, which is also a 500 lumens light. This one seems to be a little bit of a tighter beam. It will reach out a little bit further. The Fury is a floodier light. It will do more surrounding areas where you're at. So that's something to note, which I like a light that can reach out a bit on a gun, because typically, you know, you're not within arm reach of something when you're trying to use a gun. You're trying to reach out and prevent somebody from getting to you. So that's a good thing. But I just want to let you know that this light has been drop tested and it still functions. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the gun real quick, and maybe we'll go outside. And well, I'll pull the light off the gun before I take it outside and shine it in my backyard. Don't need the neighbors thinking I'm pointing a firearm, but you can see in a real world situation how the light looks. So again, back to getting to value. When you purchase your firearms, even if you do not have a light, I would strongly recommend you buy a firearm that has a light rail on it. You never know if you'll need one in the future, and it's a nice option to have. So let's go outside and let's take a look at this light. Okay guys, we're going to go outside real quick with this light. I like to make one quick point. There is no high and there is no low setting for this light. It is just on or off, and when it's on, it's very bright. But the X300 Ultra by Surefire. Let's go take a look. As you can see, it's very dark out here. We have one light on coming off the side of the house, but really not that much. I should get some more lighting back here sometime, to be honest. But let's say you heard a noise and you want to come out here and just check on some stuff. Flip on your light, and it is very bright. I mean, that fence out there is good 70 feet or more. And I don't want to be a nuisance to neighbors or anything. But you can quickly see how overwhelming this light would be from even a pretty good distance. Now I'm going, that tree over there is, you know, like a block away. It is way down there. So I haven't tested this out past 100 yards. I did that on a football field just for fun. But I mean, it is just blindingly bright out here even. Like, it's almost like daylight. So I can guarantee you, if someone was around here, you would be scaring them off just with the light. They would see that light, they'd know that they were vulnerable and that you could see them. And that's the worst thing for someone who's trying to come into your place. They don't have that element of surprise, they're scared. Thanks for watching, guys. Alright, Maglight.